so excited about these guys. Seriously, they're hilarious. This next comic, he actually lost a contest on Comedy Central. Please make some noise for Brian Aldridge, everybody!
Thank you all. Thank you, audience. Thank you for the medium amount of applause. That was so great. How about one more real nice round of applause, everybody, for me? I'm charming. I smile. People like it. It makes me feel good. Whenever I do a show in Florida, I always ask right off the bat, I ask, who lives here all the time? Like, who lives here all the time? Not 6 months in a day, who lives here? Enough. I'm one of you now. I'm a Florida resident. Thank you for having me. Yeah, sometimes that's the reaction, and sometimes it's like, you can still move back. That would be great if you would do that. I'm kind of a transplant, but I've been here 5 years. That's 5 hurricane seasons, damn it. All right, I've put my time in. I am a Florida guy. I do Florida I yell at people. Like, take your ass back to New York. I do that shit. Yeah. I'm a guy from Florida. I call every Cuban person Mexican. That's what I do, audience. Because I don't know the difference, and neither do you. Don't pretend you do. You would think I would know the difference, right? Because my wife is Mexican. Maybe she's Cuban, right? It's one of the brown ones for sure. I'll do an audience participation bit right off the bat to get you guys fired up. I'll ask a question of the audience, and if you know the answer, just yell it out. Let's get rowdy, have fun. Let's pretend the sun went down. Let's get crazy in here. You're at the beach, okay? Put it in your mind, you're at the beach. Maybe one of these beautiful beaches on the Gulf of America. And you're at the beach. I like to see where my enemies and my friends are. You're at the beach, jellyfish stings your friend, what would you do? Pee on him. No hesitation, pee on him. He'll stop hurting. We know that now. We know that immediately, but how, right? How did the first guy know? That's a hell of a gamble. His buddy is just laying in this, oh my God, the jellyfish, and he runs up all confident, like, hear me out. Is that joke stupid? Yes, audience, that joke, very stupid, but I was public schooled, so I'm a moron. Public school, who did it? Who went to a public school? What did you learn? Nothing, number one, nothing. You know what I learned? My fancy public school, Roman numerals. I, V, X, all that stuff. We shut down 3rd grade for a week to learn Roman. Thank God I know Roman numeral, right? Because now I know which Super Bowl I'm watching on TV. Yeah, and which Rocky movie comes on later on TBS. You don't want to sit through Rocky V again. That one was objectively horrible. Now, public schools teach kids anatomy in their health class. My best friend has a 10-year-old son. That boy knows the complete anatomy of a female's body. When I was 10 years old, I didn't know what a fallopian tube was. I'll be perfectly honest, I don't know what a fallopian tube is right now. That's not even my fault. Fallopian tube. Sounds like a fun slide at a water park. You could trick me with a good commercial. Come on out this summer, slide the fallopian tube. Like, I'm there. I'll even slide head first down that one. I didn't get to learn about this kind of stuff in some classroom with a teacher. I had to learn about this stuff the hard way, busting in on my parents and having them explain to me what I have just saw. Or seen. Saw. I don't know. Saw in. I had saw in it. Just a little dumb version of me busting there like, hey mom, like, who's that guy, right? Why is dad videotaping? Like, you don't understand. You don't know what a boom mic is. You're a kid. You just want to know your mom's okay. You have follow-up questions. Oh no! Was mommy stung by the jellyfish? And from earlier, right? We did that one earlier, brought it home there. So this happens to me again later in life. This time I'm like 20 years old, and I was home from college, and I thought my parents were at work because it was the middle of the week, and I was wrong. It happens. But busting in on your parents is a lot like the chicken pox. Because the later in life that happens, the more likely it is to kill you. You're all very nice people, and I'm glad you came to this show. I'm not going to ruin your Thursday night, being all gross and graphic and telling you what I saw when I walked in on my parents when I was 20 years old. But I will tell you this. I don't kiss my mom goodnight anymore. Please get there if you're not there. Like, I'm not gonna say it in a microphone, and I don't need you driving home like, why won't he kiss his mom goodnight anymore? If you're drinking alcohol tonight, I'm very jealous of you. I'm so jealous of you if you're drinking. I quit drinking forever right out of college. And that was the worst decision of my life. Because I'm always sober. And now, if something sucks, I'm like, great, I'll remember this. Vividly. People will ask me what happens. When you're an adult and you don't drink alcohol, nobody's proud of you. Nobody's like, oh, you don't drink alcohol? That's so amazing. I'm so proud of you. Best case is someone finds out you don't drink alcohol, they're like, oh, you don't drink alcohol. You should drive us everywhere all the time. Bring your keys. And I do it because I'm a good friend, but if you agree to be the designated driver, you don't just drive your car. You're not just a chauffeur, you're also, oh, sorry about that. That's my bad. I'm so sorry. I'll just start over. Who lives here full-time? Who lives in Florida full-time? Not 6 months in a day. Who lives here full-time? But if you do agree, if you agree to be a designated driver at a function, or like a guy's night out, or whatever you do, if you agree to be the designated driver, you're not just a chauffeur, you are now the leader of a search party at the end of the night. You gotta gather those bastards up, and they wanna leave, and they're having fun, and you gotta talk to them. I don't wanna leave, I came here to get laid, I'm gonna get laid. And I gotta be like, you're not gonna get laid. You're gonna get Taco Bell. Get your ass outside. That's it, you get Taco Bell after this, that's all you get. I don't drink alcohol, and my friends still threw my bachelor party at a strip club. That proves to me that your bachelor party has nothing to do with you at all. That is their party, and you're just the alibi for the weird stuff they want to do. They were just looking at me like, you're lucky we invited you to this party. You sober piece of shit. You're just here to drive us home at the end of the night. That's your only job. This is not popular in the state of Florida, but I have 2 gripes with strip clubs. The first one, I don't want to sound like some conspiracy theorist with a tinfoil hat saying wild shit like the earth is round. But I think, audience, I think the women who work at these strip clubs lie to you. They can't all be in nursing school, damn it. That is statistically improbable. But if they are, I'm a pretty big contributor to the nursing school scholarship program. So if you ever had a good nurse save your life, I might have paid her tuition, $1 at a time. All right. You guys think it's a big deal? They came late, it's not a big deal. Before we started earlier, everyone just said their name and how many sexual partners they had. And that's a small price to pay for coming late to the show instead of... I'll start over. Who lives here full time? The other problem I have with strip clubs is that I work on weekends. Most of my shows are Thursday through Saturday, and I'm out of town a lot. So we had to have my party when I was home, and everybody could get together from their normal jobs, we had my bachelor party at a strip club on a Tuesday. I don't know if you've ever been out to the strip club Tuesday night. That's not the starting lineup. You are deep into the bench on Tuesday nights. You might even see a developmental player in there towards the end, and I don't know what that is. The main event of your bachelor party, the main event is your friends pay one of the women money, and then she brings you on stage and she embarrasses you in front of everybody. Well, the woman that they paid money to wasn't super pretty, okay? And it's not her fault. She working hard as she can at a strip club on Tuesday. We don't know her story. Maybe God made her not very pretty. But I'm sure meth also made her not very pretty. I think that the meth had more to do with it. Call me crazy. She had a big-time drug problem, okay? She wasn't ashamed of it, though. It was part of her. She had some fun with it. She leaned into it. She even chose Crystal for her stage name, right? Because of the crystal meth. That was stupid, but I still did it, and I think I will keep going. So now Crystal, the ugly stripper, and some of her teeth take me up onto the stage. Yes, some. She did drugs, guys. It's serious. A lot of judgy faces out there right now. Ew, she's missing half of her teeth. Yeah, she's missing half of her teeth, but I'm more of a mouth half full kind of guy, all right? She had the other half. You know what? And it distracted me from her very big penis, audience. That's what it did. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's 2025. You don't flinch at that anymore. We don't fire women when they have a penis. You sit in a chair and take that lady's penis in your ribs like a real man. You're like, what is that I'm feeling in my ribs? What am I feeling? Progress, that's what that is. That's a few inches of progress between like your fourth and fifth rib area. Hey, wear a t-shirt for a little while after this party. Because if somebody sees the bruise formations, they'll get curious, ask you questions like, hey, did somebody punch you right in the ribs? And were they holding a mushroom? And right? And you gotta be like, nah. We had a bachelor party, lady had a wiener, got a little weird. It's not a big deal. So, oh, you must have went on Tuesday. You went on Tuesday? Yeah. Crystal got a wiener. You gotta watch out for her on a Tuesday. So now I'm just sitting in a chair. She's telling me what's about to happen, kind of walks up, leans in, got her drug teeth pretty close to my face. And she's like, this is your party. A lot of air coming towards my face with the pee and I could definitely smell her breath in my ear. Yeah. Her breath stank. I could hear it. This is your party. No rules. When I dance on your lap, I'm going to let you put your hands wherever you want. And I was like, all right. Go. Because you're ugly, so you gotta cover the eyes. Maybe the ear too, right? You gotta cover the ear because you stank a little. Look, audience, it's not my fault I'm a moron. We give morons attention and microphones. Here's how I found out I was a moron. I went somewhere with people who were my friends that didn't go to high school with me. And I realized how uneducated I was. We went to a zoo as young adults, and I saw a rhinoceros. And I freaked out because those have been dead for 100 million years. That's not even my fault. I got a horn and susurrus. I can make that mistake. And I'm freaking out, and then instead of like, they think I'm joking because I'm a funny guy, and I just had to go along with it like, oh, joke. Right now was my admission that I didn't know. Everyone thinks the generation younger than them is ruining the society. But I'm in my mid-40s. Everyone my age, everyone a little older, has had this as part of their adult life. Their whole time they've been an adult. There's been a television show where a woman can go on TV, and they will tell her who the father of her baby is. And they've had enough people that they've done it 5 days a week for 25 years. It's called the Maury Povich Talk Show, if you've never seen it. If you've never seen it because you have a job or someone who loves you back at home, don't worry, I'll just tell you what happens on every episode in under a minute. 5 days a week, 25 years, a woman will bring a baby on TV. She doesn't know who the father of the baby is. So the people at the Maury Povich Show, they'll just fly every guy from her neighborhood out to the show. They'll run a DNA test, and they'll figure it out, and then they'll yell at her. That's what I don't like about the show. The show's only designed to embarrass the woman. The woman is the only one being held accountable for what she's doing. They bring her out first. They make her feel bad. They call her names like a hoe or a slut. But you know damn well any man they flew out there, he probably slept with twice as many women back home. But men get away with it. Men sleep around, and we hold women accountable. Who says that's a bullshit double standard? Right? Yeah. You see that? That's how you find the whores in an audience. I tricked you. I was setting that up. Ever since I was like, I'm a moron. I know what a rhinoceros is, okay? I was setting you up. You gotta know your audience, and you gotta know if there's whores in the audience. And you can't just have a microphone and be like, are there any whores in the audience? They don't clap or raise their hand. You gotta trick them. Now that I live in Florida, I noticed something about myself. I'm willing to help a person in need. I'm willing to help a person in need based mostly on whether or not I like their sign. Not their astrological sign, the cardboard sign they hold in their hand. If you catch me with that, I'm in. A guy's sign said, we need money for gas. And the woman with him had a gas can. That checks out. I pull up on him, hey guys, I love what you're doing here. I want to be a part of this. I don't have any cash, but I can take your gas can to the station and use my credit card to fill it up for you guys. And I was expecting him to be like, thank you. That's exactly what we're going for here. No, audience, he laughs right at my face. He's like, yeah, right. We ride with our gas can. Now, I didn't have the heart to break it to him that I'm not really ready to take a risk on 2 murderers in a gas can in my back seat. So I just tell this guy, like, hey, man, while I'm getting your gas, you can still be here with your sign getting money. You'll get gas and money at the same time. I just doubled your efficiency. He likes it. Gives me the gas can, and I start driving it towards the gas station. And that, audience, is the story of how I got a new gas can. Yeah, I took it. These people had nothing, and now they have less. I live in Florida now. I gotta build up my hurricane kit. I don't have time to mess around. All right, I wanna do this bit. I have enough time to dig myself out of a hole if this bit goes south, so that's why I'm gonna do it right here. A lot of my friends now, in this climate of social whatever, tell me, my comedian friends are like, Brian, I'm so scared now. I'm so scared to say what I want to say anything political, because if I say the wrong thing, I might piss off half the audience. And I always tell them, hey, if you're doing political humor that only pisses off half the audience, you're not having enough fun while you're on stage. So what I would like to do right now is some political humor designed to piss off the entire audience. I'll make you as mad as I can, as fast as I can, and then, because I'm a professional and not a psycho, I'll do some adorable humor afterwards to win your hearts back. But all you need to know for these political humors is no matter what you like, you won't be able to see what side it's coming from, because no matter what you believe in, will be shat upon. So don't worry about it, you'll get yours. Here we go, let's see what happens. For the first political humor, all you need to know is I do have a second-generation Mexican wife. And a lot of her family was born on the border of Texas. That's all you need to know for right now. November's election was pretty contentious. I didn't know who I was going to vote for. My wife said something that she thought would steer me. She said, are you going to vote for the woman that shows our daughter anything's possible? Or are you going to vote for the man who might try to deport half my family? And I said, you are not making this any easier. Some of them live with us now. They're costing me money. They've got to go. One thing became clear to me, though. One thing became crystal clear. I could not vote for Donald Trump. I could not vote for Donald Trump. Not after what happened on January 6th. Because apparently, when I stormed the Capitol, that was a felony. And I was ineligible. So, it's good to be out. Good to be out. Pardon me. Some people don't believe there's a gap in wages between men and women. But sometimes we tried our best. Sometimes it's still there. Sometimes, for every $1 a man makes doing a job, a woman might only get 70 cents doing the same thing. That's not fair. We got to fight to make it fair. Because a woman, she's only useless 1 week out of the month. That's 25% of the time. She should get 75 cents on every dollar. We have to fight for her nickel. Agreed. Anyone booing, I agree with. It's a terrible thing to say. I'm only kidding. I think women should get the same money as men, but I also wish you could stand up on stage next to me and watch me tell that joke to an audience. Because there are some pissed off looks on the women's faces. And I'm never sure if they're whole pissed off because the wage gap thing or just because there's too much math in what I'm saying and they can't understand me. But either way, I nailed it. I did it. Everybody's mad. That is full anger. If you had something, you would just throw it at me right now. But you probably missed because you're a girl. And now it's the end. That joke had a false bottom. But it is over now. That's all of it. Now's the hard part. Winning your hearts back, audience. I'm willing to put the work in. Here's my first joke in my road to redemption. It has a small dog in it. Right? Yeah, some of you are like, he's a piece of shit, but I kind of like dogs. I have a small dog named Licorice. Right? Licorice is a pug. If you don't know what a pug is, that's a very small dog. He is a small dog. He got like a smashed-in face and a curly tail, and he can't really see or breathe or anything like that. And all day he just bumps into stuff and pees on it because it scares him. How cute was that? Let's get you all the way home. My favorite place, audience, my favorite place in the whole world to fart, elevator. Not when it's full, I'm not an animal. But there is a perfect time to fart in an elevator. Some of you say, sure, as you leave the elevator. I respectfully disagree. Because if you fart as you leave the elevator, you don't even get to enjoy the reaction on their faces. You just wasted a fart. That's the tree in the forest of your farts. Here's the perfect time to fart in an elevator. You ever been by yourself at an elevator? You're all by yourself, about to get that solo ride. As the doors close, some psycho runs in, sticks his arm in the door. Audience, that man took something from you. So as soon as the doors close and you start to move, you look right at his stupid face, and you fart as loud as you can. Make some eye contact, yell at him. Be like, don't sniff around looking confused. There's two of us in here. You know that wasn't you. Do this thing where you wave a fart at a guy's nose you just met. I'll guarantee you the next time he's late for the elevator, he just runs towards it and then remembers you and he's like, I better wait for the next one. 'Cause that fart guy might be in there. I don't want to leave without giving you the good news. Over the summer, our daughter graduated from high school, and we were very proud of her. I understand that like 95% of people do it, but we were still proud of her, damn it. And when they graduated together, all of her friends threw a party, and at their high school graduation party, they had some pot brownies. And pot brownies are cool if you know what you're doing. You know, eat a little bit, see what happens. Nope, these kids ate them like dessert brownies. And they got so high, so fast, that the police had to show up. Because they called the police. Yeah. Our daughter called the police on herself and all of her friends, and we got to go pick her up. That's embarrassing. On the way to get her, we're torn. We're kind of proud of her for getting herself out of that situation, right? But also, we didn't raise no snitch. We try to talk to her, but she's out of it. She doesn't know what's going on. So we're gonna let her sleep it off, talk in the morning. So what we do, we let her sleep it up, wake her up the next morning, talk. Next morning, audience, she's still high. She's still high the next morning. We're like, all right, who sold you the brownies? And she's like, I don't want to get anybody in trouble. You're still high the next morning, all right? This is not about getting somebody in trouble. We would like to buy some of these brownies. You're an adult member of our family. Don't bogart your source.